I never thought I would make it through the desert, but the dream of finding you is what kept me going. I cannot believe that I am here with you, that I'm holding you and touching you. It's as if someone's going to wake me from this beautiful dream. Oh, Clint, I love you so. I missed you so.
And I miss you. I missed everything about you. You know, when I'd go riding in the desert trying to find my way back to you, find my way back home, I'd keep a picture of you in my mind because I thought it might help me find my way home. In fact, Clear Eyes said that...
Clear Eyes?
Well, he's an old Indian chief that's been helping me in my search, and...
He can't possibly be the same man who told me about you.
Well, maybe you should start at the beginning.
Darling, after you disappeared, and after we'd searched for you for days and days, for weeks, one of the Indian ranch hands came to me, and he told me that the chief of his tribe would be able to help me find you. So he took me to see him. And it was Clear Eyes. Clear Eyes told me that you had moved on to another plane, to another land, and that it all meant nothing in the timelessness of the stars.
That sounds like our man. I mean, he loves talking in riddles.
I did not know what to make of his words, but somehow I did find comfort in them. And then, of course, I realized I was just grasping at straws. I was clutching onto anything I could find to help me believe that you were still alive. And so I decided, I tried very hard to put the whole episode with Clear Eyes out of my mind, but I never quite succeeded. In fact, one day, I had such a dream about you. It was so real. You were standing in the library, and you told me to let go, to get on with my life, but that you would always love me, and we would be together again someday.
I had a dream about you. I'd been shot with an arrow and damn near died from it. But
you what?
I'm okay. I'm all right. It's just a scar. There's nothing to worry about. But in this dream, I felt so close to you. So close to you. Honey, you said that Blaze is the one that was responsible for you finding me?
Yes, I met her a few days ago.
A few days ago? You've been in town a few days?
No, she came to visit me at Landfair.
This was another dream?
No, it was not a dream. She was in 1988. I opened the door, and there she was. She came to tell me that you were alive and well and living in the past. I mean, I was appalled. I was so angry. I couldn't believe anyone would be that cruel. And then Melinda came to take her away.
Melinda? Melinda Creamer?
Yes. Melinda had met Blaze at a mental institution in Flagstaff, and I don't know what Blaze did to get Melinda to help her, but I just thought the poor woman was crazed.
Well, you know, Blaze was lost in the desert, and we thought she died. But a couple days ago, she came walking back into the saloon. Why didn't she tell me she'd seen you?
I don't know, darling. Maybe she thought she dreamed it. Maybe she thought she was suffering from sunstroke.
So you changed your mind about her story and started believing I was still alive?
No, I wanted to believe her, but I couldn't, darling. I couldn't. It was Kevin. Kevin overheard my conversation with Blaze, and he believed her. And then behind my back, he went to Blaze, and he agreed to help her get back to the past. He gave her the key to the ranch, and he told her that you had ridden Okie out to the desert on the day that you disappeared. So she came to Arizona. She went to the ranch. She took Okie out. And then when Kevin finally admitted to me everything that he had done, I came here in search of Blaze. I took the Jeep out into the desert, and that's when I saw Clear Eyes.
He was waiting for you?
Yes. And he told me that the journey that I was about to undertake would be incredible and frightening, but that I must have faith in our love. And then he told me to stare into the fire, and there was an explosion of white light, and I found myself here 100 years in the past.
So you're going to take him to the future now?
Oh,
or
Buddy.
what?
Honey, this is Buddy McGillis. I've told him everything that happened to me. Buddy, this is my wife, Viki. I don't know if we're going to be able to find our way back or not, but you do want me to be with my family, don't you? Huh?
I suppose. Well, I guess you won't be needing this anymore now, will you? There's a wedding ring. Why'd you have to come here? Clint was going to get married to Miss Ginny, and he was going to stay and be my friend. Now you ruined everything.
Buddy. Buddy! I can explain.
Clint, when I walked in here, I realized I walked into a wedding. It was your wedding.
Let's talk about this later.
No, I think we have to talk about this now.
All right, fine, but not here. Let's go someplace a little more quiet, a little more private.
Did Watt get here? And why did she have to come today? Oh, now look what I've gone and done. I've just shattered Ginny's heart. And it's all my fault.
Lazy, don't go blaming yourself now.
Oh, why not? If I had told her about my trip to the future, none of this would have happened.
Don't worry about this, all right? We're going to stay here with Miss Ginny. Why don't you go over to the saloon and see how Clint's doing with that wife of his?
Oh, I suppose I should. I'm so sorry. You're the dearest friend I ever had. And I never meant to hurt you. Would you please tell me what is going on around here and why Blaze just blamed herself for all this?
I was hoping it wouldn't come to this, honey. But since it has, I think it's about time you knew the truth about Clint.
That I promised you an explanation, but before I start, I want you to try and keep in mind that no matter how this looks, I never stopped loving you.
You expect me to believe that when you were on the verge of marrying another woman?
Not another woman. Ginny, it was you. Now, wait a minute. I know I said it was Ginny, and it was Ginny, but if you knew her, if you could see what I saw in her, then you'd understand.
I see. So you're telling me you were marrying her because she reminded you of me?
Exactly. To the letter. I mean, she's smart, she's kind, she's gentle, she loves children.
Please spare me your praise of the other woman.
Not the other woman, Viki. The only woman. Don't you see, I've been trapped here. This has been my reality. Do you remember back at the saloon when you said that you half expected this to be a dream?
Yeah. I think I just promoted it to a nightmare.
Well, that's exactly how I felt when I walked into this town several months ago. And no matter how hard I tried to get back to you, how did I try to get back to my own time, I kept being drawn back, pulled back to Buchanan City. This has been my life, my only life. It's this place and this time and Ginny. I know I'm asking a lot, but you got to try to understand. You and Ginny are as much the same person as any two people can be. Come here.
What are you doing?
Ginny asked me one time what you look like. And I took her over to a wall mirror like this one. And I told her to tell me what she saw. And what she saw was the woman that I thought I had lost forever.